We are on to the Red River Rivalry, Texas and Oklahoma in Dallas, correct?
Yep. Very nice
Um,
stadium.
Texas
Very nice.
This,
baby.
So currently the line for this game, according to ESPN Bet, you can shop your sports book, but according to ESPN Bet, Texas is currently a 14 point favorite, opened at 14.5, so it's down half a point in favor of Oklahoma. And then if you are a believer in ESPN analytics, which most are not, Texas has an 85.1% chance to win this game, according to ESPN analytics and their FPI. Take that how you will. This game, I think no matter how good these teams are, is always very competitive. You saw it last year. Oklahoma pulled off the upset. It's kind of marking right around the midseason, right around when teams are ramping up. They're finding their true identities of who they are going to be in the season. They have some games under their belt. This one is absolutely huge, especially if you're Texas. I believe they have Quinn Ewers back, which will be massive, but he is coming off having not played a few games. And I do think there's going to be people calling for Arch to play this game. I don't think it will happen, though. I think Ewers is the clear choice. Let us know in the comments if you agree with that. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I think Ewers is kind of the driving force behind that offense, and you saw what happened, what they did against Michigan. Even, we know what Michigan is now. They were a top 10 team there for a sec. They're not bad, and he dismantled them, went into the big house. Obviously, they're a shell of their former selves. I think it's still impressive, and I think he's still the choice at quarterback. And if he plays and they're on their game, I don't think Oklahoma wins it, but I do think they'll keep it competitive.
Yeah. I mean, this game does feel eerily similar to the Red River from last year.
Very similar spot. Very similar spot.
I lost a lot of money because of Oklahoma. But I just want to say that I am so happy this game is not being played at noon.
Yes.
Yeah. I do. Yeah. Yeah. I do think Texas should win this game. However, if I'm Oklahoma, I am pulling up that Mississippi State film because Mississippi State was in that game for a half. And just seeing what happened in the first half. Like, what do you see? What did Mississippi State do that worked? Was it because Arch was in the game and it was an SEC opener? Is that what it was? Or, is there something else? But, yeah, I think that they're going to get up for this game. This is Oklahoma's biggest game of the year. I don't care who you ask because, listen, odds are they're probably not making it to the SEC championship game. And looking at the rest of their schedule, I mean, yeah, they go to Death Valley and they play LSU. They host Alabama. They go to Ole Miss. They do not give a shit about those games. By the way, damn, Oklahoma kind of got screwed on the schedule wheel of fortune here.
If you've seen Texas's schedule in comparison, yes, they got 100% screwed.
Yeah. So, but I mean, Oklahoma knows that, hey, if we can get up and beat Texas, I mean, we've done it before. We'll do it again. If we can win this game, maybe we can ride that wave. But, this is their Super Bowl. So
yeah,
I think Texas wins.
Okay,
but I would love if Oklahoma covered. I just want this to be a good game.
I thought you were about to go put the house on OU money line. Nah.
He ain't touching this one. Not
this
touching
year.
It with a 10-foot pole.
Now, Friday, Saturday afternoon, I might be, might be singing a different tune.
After a few brews, I might be inclined.
As of right now, not touching.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I think if I had to put money on something in this game right now, I think I'm taking OU plus the 14. I agree with everything you're saying. They're going to get up for this game. They're going to give them their best shot. I mean, it's the SEC. We know this. It's just they're, now in the conference, and there's a standard to uphold. And every game is survival of the fittest. But you're going to get everybody's best shot, especially as number one in the nation. And Texas got Miss States last week or 2 weeks, whenever the hell they played. I don't remember if it was off a bye or not, but yeah, I like Texas.
Texas
ultimately.
Was off this past week.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ultimately, I like Texas to win the game, whether or not Quinn Ewers plays. But I think he does play.
Yeah.
and I think they look like a true SEC contender that they are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm hoping for a close game. I do think Oklahoma can cover that 14.5. The reason I won't touch any lines or anything is because I saw how Oklahoma played against Tennessee. I saw how they played against Auburn. And I'm not saying Tennessee is bad. I'm saying Tennessee gift wrapped them opportunities in that game to take advantage of, and they could not. Turnovers, sloppy play. Is Jackson Arnold even starting? I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't
They've
know.
been back and forth.
He
Questionable
shouldn't
at quarterback. I mean, it's been pretty dysfunctional. Their defense is a Brent Venables defense, so it's going to be pretty, probably the anchor. They're probably going to be better than the offense most years, and it's especially prevalent this year. Just seeing what they did against them and looking at what Texas has done. Obviously, they slipped up against Mississippi State, but they handled them. I don't think Texas has gone through as many tests. Oklahoma playing Auburn and Tennessee, you could argue has prepared them a little bit more for this moment. However, just seeing how they performed in those games, they had opportunities. I think for Auburn, correct me if I'm wrong, they let them come back a little bit and almost won. Obviously, they beat Auburn. And it was in Jordan-Hare. So a good SEC road win. But just mainly for me, that Tennessee game, it was like they, in my mind, very well could have won that game.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee
it's
did
in your
cover,
backyard.
Yeah.
It was a sneaky cover. It was kind of
a sneaky cover.
And they had opportunities after opportunities in that game. They were gifted turnovers, and they could not capitalize. So if that's the version that comes out, Texas is going to cover.